All right, so by now I'm pretty sure aware of the news of Trevon Diggs, and I want to make myself very clear that, you know, Trevon Diggs is a really good guy, man. Like, I know people who actually coached against his brother Aaron 2 weekends ago. Like, they really in the community helping kids. Him, his brother Steph. Like, they really solid people. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm a rock for him because I just, you know, nobody wants to see an injury, like, at all. And so, like, it's just tough. So, obviously, prayers up. Like, anytime there's an injury like this, it's just awful. Because ACLs are tricky. You don't know how people are going to recover. It's just awful. And I want to make myself very, very clear. Nobody you put in there this year is going to give you the production and the coverage ability that Trevon Diggs can give you. That's just the facts. I mean, he was on his way. He was, as much as people want to say Michael was possessed and Mike is possessed, I think that Diggs was just as possessed or he just was really locked in. So I want to make myself very clear when I say that. Nobody can give you what Diggs was going to give you this year. But I also want to say that if there is a team who is built depth-wise to handle an injury like this, it's the Dallas Cowboys. And this is why drafting and developing means so much. This is why hitting on rookies like DaRon Bland and getting him so many reps last year means so much. I think that we have to take this approach. Like, the league and games aren't going to stop because Diggs got hurt, number one. This is why you held on to J. Lou. This is why you traded for Noah Igbenogany. This is why. Like, so these are the whys. Because your cornerback room is now good. I won't say it's elite. I won't say it's bad either. Like, this whole panic around the situation, it's tough. It's very tough. Injuries are a part of football. Nick Chubb went down. Gruesome injury, right? The Browns have to figure out something. That they got to figure out a running game. They got to figure out a back. It's the same with this Diggs injury. This is an awful, awful injury. I mean, nobody, ACL at practice doing one-on-ones, it's awful. But next man up is a cliche, but it's also real because it hits you like that. So I think if it's me, you drafted Eric Scott, and, you know, we know that the Cowboys had fallen out of favor with, and Kelvin Joseph had fallen out of favor with the Cowboys. But I think that Eric Scott, I don't know if he'll get some real, like, you're going to go either Bland or Israel Akwamu. But I think backing them up would be Scott, and I would feel comfortable with Scott in there. I really, really would. Now, again, I want to say this, and this is just me, my first thoughts, thinking about this out loud. Nobody is going to be Diggs. They're not going to have a ball production, although Bland had really good ball production last year, really good. And he already has an interception this year. So I think that the drop-off won't be as bad as people think because of how well you drafted. So I think what is hurting right now is the initial shock, like, dang, on a Thursday afternoon when the Cowboys haven't even played, Trevon Diggs is out for the year. It sucks. It's tough, that initial shock, but McCarthy and those guys got to get this locker room ready to go. You're 2-0. You're in a great spot. I mean, imagine if this happened and you're 0-2. You're 2-0. You just played two good defenses because the Giants and the Jets both have good defenses. This defense is still elite. I want to make that very clear. This defense is still going to finish top 5. I want to make that very clear. No, the cornerback room isn't as good as it was because you just took a Pro Bowler out of that room. But it's still really, really good. So no panic. I'm telling you, no panic. You guys know how I am. Absolutely, positively, no panic. You drafted this way for a reason. You are going to be fine. It's your boy Foots. Tough day today, but we are going to be fine. Peace.